and include my white men too, because it's not only that. We are powerful. Every woman is powerful, but when it comes down to a black woman, oh, do not fuck with her. Do not fuck with her, because she will fuck you over. Thank you. Respectfully, but disrespectfully, I'm not nice. Period.
Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power!
Hold up. I got a message to the NYPD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Take to the streets to fuck the police, no justice.
No peace.
Yes, sir. Take to the streets to fuck the police, no justice.
No peace.
Yes, sir. Take to the streets to fuck the police, no justice.
No peace.
Period. Keep that same fucking energy, or else I'm gonna fuck you up and tell you to keep that same energy again. Period.
Nah, give her a round of applause for that. So next up, we're going to introduce my brother right here, the CEO of Strategy for Black Lives. He's going to talk to you about our main purpose for why we gathered here specifically tonight.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
So first and foremost, I appreciate everybody for coming out. I know it's break, but despite the rain, we got work to do, right? If you look at the caption on our post, it's Black History Month, but that's not a time for complacency. It's not just about celebrating, we also need to celebrate wins that affect our community positively. It's important for the black community to love itself and talk about excellence, but we also need to further our agenda, right? Because we have a reason for being out here. If you've been protesting since day one, you already know how the NYPD acts and treats protesters exercising their First Amendment right. You already know, I can tell by the energy, you already know how they move and how they come. How many times in the past 6 months have different commissions or investigative bodies have found that the NYPD has done some wrongdoing, but where's the accountability?
It's nowhere.
Where's the actual change?
Now.
Everybody and their mamas are on a run for mayor, but no one is talking about having a commissioner resign.
That's right.
But you want me to vote for you, right?
Speak on it. Speak on that.
The Attorney General of New York State, Letitia James, filed a lawsuit against the NYPD, right?
Come on now.
The New York City Department of Investigation released a report and said that the NYPD did wrongdoing against protesters, right? So you had the city expose the NYPD and you had the state file a lawsuit. Yet the commissioner of the NYPD, Dermache, is still in power. Mayor de Blasio, who's on his way out, doesn't seem to have any idea of how to hold office or lead the city. Don't come on and tweet from your government pages about Black lives if you're not committed to doing the work. We do not care about your empty rhetoric talking about Black History Month and you're not doing the work. I'm not even gonna say his name, but you have a trash attorney general for the state of Kentucky tweeting about Black History Month. Keep it. Right? Because we still need justice for Breonna Taylor.
That's right.
You have the New York City mayor, you have New York State, everybody talking about Black History Month, but no one is committed to doing the work. We don't care about the performative activism, we don't care about the tweets, we want the preservation of Black lives. The mayor needs to stand up, Governor Cuomo, we need to call it out too, and the commissioner needs to resign. How many more reports do you need? How many more reports do you need? Time and time and again, you have people with proof. And you want to know what's crazy? The report and the lawsuit that Letitia James, that doesn't even cover all of the protesters that have been harmed by the NYPD over the last 6 months. That lawsuit talks about what, 200, 300 protesters? There's probably been thousands of people who have been violated by the police and their horrible tactics against Black lives. Listen, I can speak on this all day. But what I'm trying to say is that this Black History Month, let's use it to our advantage. Let's continue to push an agenda. As a city, we have grounds and the right as taxpayers to demand of the mayor to have the NYPD commissioner resign. There is state grounds with the lawsuit. The city CUI report has found it, and as the people that pay all their salaries, because we cannot let them forget that. Their salaries are paid by our tax dollars. They work for us. We put them in power, we can remove them in power, and if they've lost the trust of the people, we have the right to demand anyone's resignation, period, and that's facts. So what I will say is that stay tuned to the organizers that have been dropping content this whole coming month about what we need to do to hold the NYPD and the city accountable. If you go on our Instagram page, Strategy for Black Lives, on our bio, we have a petition that we're going to be circulating. Kiara's going to talk later, Warriors in the Garden, about a phone bank rally we're going to do this weekend. Whether you're inside your crib, outside your crib, on the streets, we all have a role to play. So if you want to tweet or hashtag Black History Month, I need that energy to be translated in fighting for black lives and demanding the resignation of NYPD Commissioner Shea. Thank you.
Yes! Yeah. Don't post about it, be about it. Yeah.
Basically what Francie said, on Saturday we're having a digital phone banking rally, and we're calling all them motherfuckers that are in their little offices and letting them know that we need Shea out of his position. And what we're gonna do is we're all gonna go live on our organizations, and y'all can tune in, and it's gonna be interactive as hell, and we're just gonna keep calling all together because fuck him and fuck the NYPD.
Wait, what you say?
I said fuck Shea and fuck the NYPD. Fuck Shea and fuck the NYPD.
I am D-Rec and I'm with Warriors in the Garden. You know, I just want to talk to the community for a minute. I'm proud of y'all. We've been going at this for a long time. Some of us longer than others. But they didn't think we would last this long. They didn't think that we'd still be out here in 2021. They thought that we would give up, that the cold would slow us down, and that we would stop fighting. But here we are standing up for black people, black lives, black women, black trans people, black children, and we're still fighting. And we're still demanding not justice, not just justice, but equity. And we can't even get that. We're not asking for more. We're not asking for less. We're just asking for something that's fair, systems that are fair, and we can't even get that. And sometimes I think about it and I get a little upset, I get sad, I don't want to fight anymore. But then when I see your beautiful faces and I read your beautiful messages and I see your support, I remember why we got in this fight. And when I see things like the death of Kawan Charles, and what happened to that young lady this week in Rochester, who was just 9 years old, and you know, that's a misnomer. I just did it. I called her a young lady, but she wasn't a young lady. That was a little girl. And I know the amount of trauma I personally have as well. But one thing we can't forget is that was a little girl. So us at 18 or 28 like I am, think about what we've dealt with at the hands of police. And then imagine being your 9-year-old self, crying for your mom, screaming for your dad, being thrown to the ground in the freezing cold, getting hypothermia in your toes, your face in the snow, and you not understanding what you did wrong. And at the end of the day, it just being because of the color of your skin and your lineage. So when you talk about, a post-racial society, or that racism isn't real, think about that little 9-year-old girl and what she had to endure at the hands of police. Racism is real. It's so pervasive, so deep, so fucked up that we don't even realize it. It's almost in every single system that we have to endure. From education, to healthcare, to policing, to real estate, Nothing is equal. Nothing has ever been equal, and we will continue to fight until it is. We won't stop until they stop. Say it with me. We won't stop until they stop. 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 Yeah! That's some energy right there. You just woke me up, man. I mean, I was already awake, but that one touched the soul. And, you know, as we stand here and gather as community, we hear the helicopters circling around us. And that's why we continue to come out here, because we know whether or not there's 5 of us or 500 of us, we scare them. When we show up, they're worried because they know we bring power. They know our voice shakes the room. And we're going to continue to shake the room in the honor of Pop Smoke. All right? In the honor of Black History Month, where we're going to continue to talk about people who have continued to move our culture forward. And it's a shame because half of the people profiting off of our culture, they not even black. Drops mic. Who did that? Shake the room. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. It's crazy because our culture, black culture, brings so much energy and love and light into this world, and yet we can't even benefit off of our own work. That's been the story of us since we got to these lands. And one thing that I actually want to talk about, since it is Black History Month, I'm going to talk about some education. We're not going to worry about what's going on over there because we're not here for that. But a lot of people don't realize, like, there's a lot of different black experiences. We are not a monolith. When you see black, there's so much complexity that what comes with us. For instance, myself. I call myself Afro-Caribbean, but I'm also African-American. Why? What is the difference? Afro-Caribbeans, their parents, their families, themselves came from the Caribbean here to America. Different. Then you have the African-Americans, which were born right here in these soils of the United States of America. Two different experiences, but both of our lineages came over here on slave ships. But even though we both came here on slave ships, we both had different experiences. And a lot of people don't realize that when they look at black people, they see Caribbean people. There's a lot of complexities to our stories and why we are the way we are, why we think the way we do, and why some of us go after life differently. But we're all the same people who beautifully create culture that, again, we don't even get to profit from. Instead, they rob us, they steal from us, in new forms of slavery. They did away with slavery a long time ago, but they keep us in chains by keeping our finances on lock,
keeping our education on lock, keeping the healthcare justice system on lock. These are modern forms of slavery and chains. And yet they want to tell you, y'all are free. They lying, and we know they lying, and that's the crazy thing. For years, many of us have known they was lying to our faces, but we didn't have some of the proof that we have today. And that's why we continue to be out here, because especially when it comes to our Commissioner Shea, we have a lot of proof. We got receipts. We got all of the receipts. And they went to the right places, and justice will be served. And no matter what, justice delayed is justice denied. And every day that Commissioner Shea is in his place of leadership, he's denying us, the city's denying us, our justice. If it was anybody else, if it was any of us, black people, breaking the federal constitution, breaking the state constitution, we would be locked up, we would have lost our jobs, so much more. But because we are not in those positions of power, and we don't have certain skin color, we're not having certain conversations about, well, let's give him a chance. Nah, we're not here for those chances no more. We've given him chances. We've shown up here night after night, giving them chances to do something different. And yet, night after night, they've been treating us the same way. And they've been going on TV, let's not forget, and telling the world, it's not what you see. We're tired of that. And again, that's why we're out here tonight. And we're going to be out here all this month and the rest of this year, because we know what it takes. We've learned our lessons. We've gotten our blood on our shoulders and our shirts. And we're ready for war. Not the type of war that you think, but we're ready to continue to be out here in these streets until we get the justice we need. We're ready to advocate in the halls of City Hall, Albany, and even Washington, D.C. to get the laws and the legislation that we need. Because we're tired, and we know what it takes. We're strategized, we're unified. Don't be confused. Larry, come up here and close this off. Tito.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Tito, and I'm with the Underground Shadows. We're guiding our people to freedom through a metaphorical underground railroad like Harriet Tubman once did, while creating and empowering self-sustaining leaders like yourselves and ourselves while staying in the shadows. Because my people is no longer, nor has it ever been about the clout nor the fame. It is about empowering each other to go on out to the streets to do the same. You hear me? And so I want to also read this quote that I love to read all the time when I'm marching out on these streets to the cops. Is by Malcolm X. Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. And once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on into some action. Now, with that said, I want to also read to you something I shared with an amazing group of people this morning, that it was just rolled off the end of my tongue, and so I'll read it to y'all. Not word for word. All right, I vote to move as a unit and with numbers, especially when it comes to the weather and the police having much better equipment and clothing to face us on our own territory. As you can see, there's not many of us, even though we can still take over things if we wanted to. However, the wise person, not man or woman, wise person, once thought and said that to better combat the enemy or to spread your word is to have numbers. Once you have the numbers more than the enemy, then you take on the territory and all the streets, etc. It's not word for word, but you get the gist, right? So a little bit off topic, well, not really, but something I realized 6 years ago after I got beaten and robbed by the NYPD, the 6th precinct, I realized that they won the war on taking over our territory, New York City. I want y'all to real quick realize in the 70s, they brought in crack. During the crack era, they used that and those people undergoing these drugs and becoming mentally ill, caused due to it, that it was just gonna destroy us all, right? So they knew that they were gonna be able to overpower people and take over their homes and territories and whatever, their lives, and lock them up. Make room for the white people. They studied the land inside and out, and have also been taught/trained to divide and conquer our hoods. They've acquired the control of whom comes in or out of our home. They've equipped themselves with the proper equipment to face any weather and whatever else may come with it. And mind you, with our tax dollars. Their main powers are fear and intimidation. Mind-blowing, huh? Now, even though I've had this realization after getting beaten and robbed by the 6th precinct in 2014, I still believe and know that if we were to organize each other to move, behave, act as one, we can beat these cops at their own game. In time, we shall create the much needed structure to go on into some action together without a doubt. Remember that quote? The time is now. So how do you beat the cops at their own game on their own territory? Let's lead them astray every chance we get to make them work for our money and fold to our every demand. You see, my people, it is all a game. Truly, if you truly see the way that they look at it, it's like a job, but it's also a game for them. It's like I'm playing Call of Duty, and I'm playing Halo. I'm gonna fuck as many people up as possible. I'm gonna kill as many. How many headshots you gonna get? How many arrests you gonna get? Let's think like them real quick. We need to stop depending on separate, only individual, like organizations, and just sticking with them. No, you see organizations from all types and creeds and everywhere coming together, creating a coalition of individuals that want to make right and do right for the people. So each and every single one of you are a revolutionary. Say it with me. I am a revolutionary. A revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
A revolutionary.
I am a revolutionary.
A revolutionary.
I am a revolutionary.
A revolutionary.
Now don't you ever forget that. Educate, organize, and create that structure to go on into some action together, my people. My name is Tito with the Underground Shadows. Thank you.
Make some noise for Tito. Make some noise.
I'm Kimberly from Black Women's March. First of all, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for real for coming out on the heels of a snowstorm, right? I take that as an indication of your commitment to Black liberation and to this fight for justice for Black lives. And so I appreciate all of you. It would have been easy to cancel, but as you all know, we don't do easy. So we're here, and we're holding space. And we're thankful that you're here. In May, at the end of May, when we all poured out into the streets, we made a commitment. And that commitment was to see this fight through to the end. And when we said that we would see the fight through to the end, we meant every word of it. As you can see, we said we would be here when it rains. We said we'd be here in the winter when it's freezing. We said we'd be here when it's 90 degrees, and we've done all of that. We were here when it was hot. We were here when it was raining. I've marched, and you all have marched, in so much rain that I would get home and turn my shoes over and there was like water dripping out of it. We've all done that. And that's because we're seeing the fight through to the end, and it's not over yet, and there's so much more to do. And tonight is the unveiling, and I'm sure someone else said that to you earlier, but tonight is the unveiling of a campaign to demand that Commissioner Shea steps down. And that is something else that we will see through to the end, because Commissioner Shea is dangerous. He is dangerous. The NYPD is dangerous. The NYPD union is dangerous. They are not an indirect threat, but they are a direct threat to Black lives. They are a direct threat to Black lives. We have not forgotten that the NYPD union called a press conference and formally endorsed something we've never seen before, formally endorsed a presidential candidate. And that presidential candidate was Donald Trump. If you needed to see anything else to show you how dangerous the NYPD is, I hope that was it. We are going to see this through to the end, and we will be here for as long as it takes. Because getting tired and giving up and quitting is a luxury that none of us can afford. That is a luxury. To say that it is too hard, it is too uncomfortable, it is too cold, it is too hot, it is too wet, is a luxury that none of us can afford, because if we don't see this fight through to the end, then your children will have to do this all over again. And if you want it to end here, then you have to end it here. It is our responsibility to make this country a better place for Black children. And we don't have any time, because at 9 years old, Black children are already facing police violence. We don't have any more time. We are out of time. We don't have next week, next month. We can't wait until the summer when it's hot. We can't wait until next year, because right now as we speak, there is a child, a Black child somewhere in this country being brutalized. They put handcuffs on 6-year-olds that can't even fit, to pull them out of elementary school and put them in the back of cars and take them to jail. 6-year-olds. Let that sink in. Black children do not get the luxury of being children. This country snatches their childhood from them. And so I will go even further and to say that quitting, giving in, throwing in the towel and not showing up is an act of violence on black bodies. We do not get to quit. We do not get to stay home when we are called to the battlefield, because this is a fucking war. And it is easy to forget that because sometimes we have fun. Sometimes there's music. Sometimes we dance. We're a community. And it's fun sometimes. But don't you ever forget that we are in the middle of a battle. This is a war. We are in the middle of a war. And I've used this analogy before and I'll use it again. The fight for black liberation is like a 4x100 meter relay. And we are on the final leg and it's up to us to take it home. You do not get to drop the baton. It is up to us to take it home to the end. And so people say things like, we're radical, we're asking for things that will never happen, like defunding the police and abolition. It's crazy. It is inconceivable that you could ask for these things. But I would say to those people that there was a time when black and white children sitting together in a classroom was inconceivable. There was a time when saying that you wanted to abolish slavery was inconceivable. People fought and died for that shit. It is our responsibility to ask for, to demand every single thing that we need.
And deserve.
Now is not the time to be humble. Now is not the time to be coy. It is not the time to be politically correct. It is not the time to be polished. It is now, this is the time to be raw and unadulterated. Now is a time to be outspoken and bold and to say the things that we need. We cannot bend. We cannot bend. We cannot. There is no negotiating. These are the things that we need, and you will give them to us or else. It's that simple. The streets of this city and this country will not know peace until black people are fully free in this country. Until black oppression is so far in the rearview mirror that we can't even see that shit anymore. And we're not falling for any tricks. We're not falling for those tricks where you give us something and then we get happy and you snatch it back. You give it to us in the left hand and take it back with the right. Fuck that shit.
Yes. Fuck that shit.
We want everything, and we're going to demand everything. And when someone says to you it is too radical to demand abolition, you tell them that brutalizing children, state-sanctioned murders of children is radical. It is violent, and we have to meet them where they are. And that's just that on that. So, once again, I want to thank you. I want to applaud all of you for coming out and showing up, because that's what the fuck you're supposed to do anyways. But thank you. Right? It is all of our duty to continue showing up. And I feel really hopeful. I feel very hopeful for the future of this fight.
Yes. Woo.
Because the fact that all of you are here right now tells me that you're going to keep showing up and showing out. And we have a lot more things lined up for the remainder of this month, for the rest of the year really, but we can talk about the month for now. We have a lot more things lined up for the remainder of this month. And we want all of you to stay tuned. It's cold. I want all of you to stay tuned for the actions that we have coming. We're going to be phone banking. There are going to be more rallies and more marches. And we're going to strategize because we're not just marching. Calling for Commissioner Shea to step down and fighting for the defunding of policing in America is a multi-pronged approach. And so what we're not going to do is shame people for taking different approaches, because some people have to run for office, right? Because we have to infiltrate the government and infiltrate the system to change it. So some people have to run for government. Some of us are going to be out here in the streets because we street niggas, period. Street niggas. That's what we do. Some of us going to be out here in the streets. Some of us are going to be in politics.
Next president.
And some of us are going to be working on bills. And some of us have to do the news stuff and the media stuff, because some people are media savvy. And sometimes we gotta be in GQ and sometimes we gotta be involved, but we gotta spread the message wherever we need it to spread. So we don't shame people. We don't shame people for fighting however they need to fight.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna attack the system on every front. Because that is what is required. Right? It's a strategy for Black lives. It's a strategy. Right? So keep showing up and keep showing out. We love you and we thank you. Let's do the Assata Shakur chant one time real quick. If your hands aren't too cold. Can I get a Black Power fist in the air?
There's no such thing as too cold.
Period. Put your left fist in the air. That's a Black Power fist. And repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 All power to the people.
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 Ashe. Praise the Lord.
With God first, always. Amen.
Mic check, mic check. All right, come on, y'all. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Come on, give a round of applause. Happy Black History Month.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was watching a video of Whitney Houston. She said, we need another month. We need another year. We need another week. We need another decade, another 365. So I just want to talk to each and every one of y'all to tell y'all the words thank you. I'm incredibly grateful that you guys are still out here, still advocating, still putting your all on the front lines. And oftentimes I try to ask myself, and I look at the movement that young people are leading, Gen Z. Because this movement has always been based on young people, just young people never got the credit that they was fucking deserved. And I asked myself, if your movement does not include parents having to work 2 or 3 jobs to put food on the table, if your movement does not include fighting for people who have been killed to gun violence, if your movement does not include black children that have been kicked out of their foster homes, if your movement does not include the scammers, the strippers, the sex workers, your movement must include everything. All black lives matter.
All black lives matter.
All black lives matter.
All black lives matter.
And I just want to tell y'all how all of us have just been extremely numb and dehumanized, desensitized. We can't even cry no more. Our babies are dying. We don't want our babies dying. We don't want our sons crying. We don't want our black children having to fight at a young age just so that their voice could be projected. Their story could be projected and could be heard. When do we ever say the words, black women matter, black children matter, black trans matter? Somebody asked me the other day, why is young people still fighting? I feel like it's my job to do something. And to the OGs, young people are still fighting because we don't have time to wait for a baton. We don't have time to wait for somebody to put us in rooms. We are in fact building a table, but not building the table, leading the table, and the survivors are actually in front of that table. Their stories need to be told. It's our table. Our table.
Our table.
We are here, and we are strong, and we have prevailed. We are hungry. At the end of the day, if y'all really want to talk about it, this is where it all started. Just 6 months ago, NYPD pepper sprayed us, baton whipped us, fucking beat us. They was even beating up white people at that. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but it was crazy this summer. And to see the amount of people that's still here, y'all need to know that y'all been out here since the summer, the winter, the fall, the spring, and y'all are gonna keep going. This is not a moment, this is a movement. This is not a moment, this is a movement. And I want everybody around just to look at the person next to the left or to the right and tell them that you love them. You will protect them. Feel what that person is going through. Because when you leave here right now, you don't know what somebody is going through behind closed doors. You don't know the amount of homelessness of young people that are houseless. You don't know the amount of people that have been killed to gun violence and the amount of times we had to attend funerals. A 1-year-old baby died. A 1-year-old child died last year. There's no discretion in the streets that our babies are dying. Then on top of that, we have fucking white supremacy storming into the Capitol. If it was us, the question is if it was black people, if it was black children, if it was black activists, if it was black youth, if it was black trans women, if it was black queers that would have went into the Capitol, we couldn't even touch the fucking lawn. We'd be dead. Dead.
Yeah, but the Capitol would have burned down if it was us.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying.
Talk about it. Talk about it. So I just want to end off by telling each and every one of y'all to live in your purpose. Use your voice. And continue to find your voice and find your purpose before it is too late. I love each and every one of you, and God bless you. Where's my sis Kit? Come on. Come on, Kit.
Come on, Kit.
All right, let's bring us home. Bring us home. All right, thank you again, everyone, for being here. But I just, real quick, can we just give a hand to the really special organizers here that really put something together, that are doing this tirelessly. Thank you, thank you. And you know why I wanted to start with that? Because sometimes it's not easy being the person on the mic, right? It's not easy being the person that everyone has to look at and then everyone's got to have an opinion on. It's really not easy to be the one. And in awe, I watch you young people, I don't want to say how old I am, but just developing so much, and over the last 8 months it's really doing something. Something is happening here, and if you don't know it, now you know. Something is happening right here, right now. So thank you for your fire, and thank you for keeping this one going, because it is brick right now, and I can't feel my toes along with you. So
All the things were said that needed to be said. We adjusted and we continue to adjust. We are all here together. There's just some people that are just see something, you know? And we all have our vantage point. That's the multiple parts of the body, right? The multiple pieces of the body. The hands do different from the feet, do different from the eyes, do different from the chest, do different from the heart, but all do the same thing, which is life, right? So today we adjusted, and we're here in the drip that hit my eye a few times. I might die, I don't know. I don't know, but we're here and we shared. So follow along, because Saturday this campaign is rolling out and we're making moves. They sent that helicopter, you heard it, right? Yeah. You heard it, for what? How much does it take to put up a helicopter in the air? And why are we begging for school books? Why? And these are the questions that we're going to continue to ask, because life doesn't tell you to ask the questions. They say, don't. Look at your phone. Here's your phone. Get it for $25 a month now. Forever kind of debt, right? A forever kind of system of oppression. So, that said, take a look at those calendars, because we are doing something every day. What is abolition really, right? We've spoken that. What is that? And if we knew, we'd have it. So while we work that out right here on the ground, in the wet, in the dirt, Wednesday, there will be a web series for it. So join us with Writers for Rights while we try to talk about it. What's it look like? What are the complications? The more all 70 of us see, the more when you're in the rooms with your family, right? And you're talking to them, that's 10 more people. Do the math. And that's how we have to strategize, right? I wore my yellow because apparently it's a strategy. Get to know one another, say hello, don't go home alone. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, kid.
Love you all.
And the calendar is on. If you go to Writers for Rights Instagram page, you'll see the calendar for 28 days of protest. Every single day in February, there is something happening. Go find that calendar at Writers for Rights Instagram page. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you know I be having ideas and whatever. Okay. Sorry, I got nose boogers.
She say nose boogers.
Everyone so before we close it out, I just want to say I better see everybody tuned in on our live Saturday, and I want to know that everybody's calling all the motherfuckers that need to be out of office, and Shay. Y'all heard me? I said y'all gonna be on the live. I said, are y'all gonna be on the live at 2 p.m.? Alright. Oh, on Saturday, February 6th. Have a good night. Get home safe. Yeah, February 6th, Saturday, 2 p.m. We're all gonna be on live on our organization's Instagrams, and we're targeting Shay, Commissioner Shay, NYPD. Fuck him, Shay.
Fuck Shay.
Kimberly said we're gonna be phone banking for the 50th time. So thank y'all for coming out in the cold. It's like 3 degrees.
That's like.
Like damn, but y'all real ones, y'all riders. Thank you, Riders for Rights. Actually, yeah, thank you, Riders for Rights. Actually,
Thank you, Riders for Rights.
For always being here, for always giving security, no matter what time, no matter where, no matter who, no matter. So good night. Everybody get home safe, and do not go home by yourself. Thank you.
Unless you're waiting.
Oh yeah, let's
Comer. Got the time.
Just this area. All the snow's clear. Some ominous doors.
This guy seemed to be waving when the doors closed.
Oh. He's just
It's like he owns something. You own the building.
There's some sort of monopoly guy.
I don't know, they're getting mad. Oh.
Coming in.
We just wanted to know why were you waving at people?
I can't hear you. Oh, you know what a bad history is. It's because you hold up the camera. I always wave when people hold on the camera.
Do you work here?
No.
What do you think about
corruption in CPS!
What do you think about the CPS?
Corruption in CPS!
PCA, I don't know what it is.
Child Protective Services.
Corruption in CPS!
Oh, child.
Together. Child Protective Services.
I got a phone call. I'm uninformed, so I can't.
You can look at some signs on the way. Are you phone call? Inform yourself. Go to CPS.
Corruption in CPS! Keep families together! No 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 corruption in CPS! Keep families together! Stop stealing children! 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 Stop stealing children!
Hey, everybody want to get together close so I can take a picture?
I got a picture. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale.
Everybody get closer, I'm gonna take a picture.
Our kids are not for sale. 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 Our kids are not for sale.
And as soon as I'm in the car, I'll send it to you. I could text you the name. Okay, yeah.
Okay, everyone at the same time, the chat leaders are going to take it.
You need to come in the house.
Kids are not for sale, right?
Where are you going to the house? Yeah.
Our kids are not for sale.
Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale.
Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale.
Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. Our kids are not for sale. kids are not for sale. Our 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 kids are not for sale. Not for sale. We demand justice. We demand. Hey guys, wait. Hey guys, Emily, Mildred was gonna read a poem. Do you want to read the poem? Sorry, I hope I find my little everything you have, the home you live in, your job, your money. Yes, I told her, I'll do anything for my son. And so I gave up everything I had. She asked if I loved my son. Yes, I said, I love him to the sun, the moon, and the stars and back. Then if you want to see him again, you'll give up your life. Yes, I told her, I'll do anything for my son. And so I gave up my life. I was utterly destitute and distraught, clawing at any bit of hope this woman would give me. Then she sent my son away for life to live with another family where he would call another woman mother. Overcome with grief, I asked her why she did this. She said this, you are a loser. You have no rights, no home, no job, no money, no life. You are nobody with nothing. Who in their right mind gives you back to the child? That shit really happens then. Thank you, Mildred. Okay, so you guys want to stay here and just shout at this building for a little longer, or do you guys want to keep marching, or what do you guys want to do with the vote? Or do you guys want to round it off and just sit down and hang and call it a day? Let's call out the judges and the attorneys. Over here? Okay. All right. You want to lead, Mark? Can you lead and tag calling out judges and attorneys? Okay, well. Shantae, where are you? Shantae, Foster! Get up here, we need you. Love.
Bye, Michelle. Bye, Michelle. We'll talk.
See you later. Okay, if you want to do it over the phone. Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay.
Have you heard of this before? No? We gotta start exploring Africa. There's some places that are going crazy right now. Some places are going crazy in Africa right now. CAR, Central African Republic, and also Ethiopia.
You gonna go report over there?
Maybe.
She's wearing ballistic gear.
Nah.
Come on.
You can't go international not wearing
Well, I try not to get shot at in the first place. That's all.
Well, obviously the goal is not to be shot at. It's just in case. Get some funding to go to Africa.
CPS! Defund 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 CPS! Melanie! Defund CPS! Stop adoption! Stop adoption! Defund CPS! Stop adoption! Defund CPS! Stop adoption! Defund CPS! Defund CPS! Defund, yeah! Defund CPS! Defund CPS! Stop adoption! That looks beautiful. Take a picture. Defund CPS! Defund! Stop the destruction of families! 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 Stop the destruction of families!
Oh, you're good.
Hold CPS accountable! 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 Hold CPS
was in wrong with the drifting. Sometimes you gotta keep it turned more. I thought it was always turned with this, but it also does it this way too. And sometimes you gotta do it the opposite way, keep it from drifting. So I just thought it just did what I was talking about going. Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay.
No peace! No court family police! No justice! 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 Wait, leave us here. I'm gonna get in trouble. I forgot there's kids here too. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck yes, Vivian! So we are all using cocaine. We demand justice! 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 We demand justice!
saw the cops come out and everything, you know what I mean?
They're going to keep on hearing from us. We're not done. We'll be back. Okay. We demand justice.
I think it was like 13 miles in one day.
We demand. We demand.
That's really funny to me too. I feel like, okay, I'm not with you, I know I should not have the hike with them. Yeah, they're really pretty. Yeah, they connect a lot too.
We demand justice. We demand. We demand. 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 We demand. We demand. We demand. We demand justice. We demand. We demand. We demand justice. We demand. We demand. We demand justice. We demand. We demand. We demand. We demand. We demand. Our children home in one piece. We demand justice. We demand peace. We demand our children home in one piece.
Oh, and I told him, tell you, yeah, I do that. I do that with the wops. You heard? Yeah, I know. I told him to tell you, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Fuck. Can't put my mask on with a fucking dirty ass mouth. Whatever. Covered in food. But here, check out these donuts. Because I'm gonna fucking eat all these puppies right here. It's almost like fry bread, which is why it's so good. Like Indian fry bread. Or not, I don't know, I said Indian. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Indigenous fry bread. But maybe that's just because, like, that's all people have always called it. My bad. That's way too powdery. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like doing it for show now. But I don't even really like powdered sugar. Oh. Yep. There you go. Let's get the brightness up. Heavenly. Oh. Squish, squish, squish the donut. This one's so powdered. Big powder. Yes. Oh, am I supposed to like powder the tip? Oh, I can't do that. I think you can only powder it when it's hot. Splash cam. Cookie party. I feel so wrong right now. I'm like going to donut hell. Feels like crime. Cookie after this. Give me a ton. Napkin. Shout out to Pizza Town. Have my babies. So glad I found you, Pizza Town. Your little Ceci donuts, whatever they're called. But my grandma said that I could have some Pio Pio chicken for my birthday. So that might happen also. But like, I want to go to Pio Pio when they're open so I can do the outdoor dining, you know, with like a heater. Because like eating that chicken in the cold in Times Square kind of sucked. Like it wasn't good representation. But what am I gonna do now? I'm in Park Slope, whatever. Kind of like in downtown Brooklyn. Close to downtown Brooklyn. This is Park Plaza over here, kind of like by Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn also, but it's all, yeah, like right in the middle of Brooklyn, pretty much central Brooklyn. Like I don't ever really go to South Brooklyn, just because like I think like that's closer to Staten Island, where all the fucking chuds and shit live.
So they like retested for COVID 14 days later. She's still at
I'm like blowing up their little restaurant, my bad. I don't want to upset Pizza Town over here, my homies. Go back to this little toy set. I wish I had 50 cents to go sit on that thing. Yeah. Oh, there's Prospect Place. Yeah. So we're near Prospect Park, right? That's look it up on the map. It's a big ass park in Brooklyn, though. Honestly, what? This thing started at 5, so what? It's probably only like 7 right now. I guess it is pretty early. I could go ride around the park and shit. Bullshit a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it got dark super quick, so I just assumed it was late, but I don't even think it's that late. But yeah, it's kind of dangerous to be bullshitting though on the bike. I wish I was just walking around. Is that plugged in? No. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Ride the green fence. I'm heavy and I won't break it.
last night.
I could go over to like the Brooklyn Bridge, check that spot out. That's probably a little more exciting. I think that's like fucking a mile away though. That's shitty, because I swear that those organizers earlier said that they were gonna march no matter what, depending on the weather. And it's like, maybe people's energy will, you know, kick up when they're actually marching. Like, that's kind of how it happens. Like, I don't know. What is that? Is it a new thing? Some new shit in the news? I better not see this cookie place, because I'm definitely going to stop for a cookie. Even though I said I wouldn't. the cookie spot. I swear it's somewhere around here. What the fuck? Oh my god, I think I see it. Birds. Oh.
Hey man, how can I help you?
Can I get a peanut butter cookie?
Peanut butter chip or peanut butter cup? The peanut butter cup is the big one, the deluxe.
Yeah, that one.
That one?
That sounds good.
All right, peanut butter cup.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, I was confused for a second.
Nah, definitely. Would that be all?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, your total is $4.36. Would that be cash or card?
I have cash.
Cash?
Should have cash. There you go. Thank you. Oh, ice cream sandwiches.
Need the receipt back, man?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Keep safe.
Thank you. Oh, yes. How are we gonna do this cookie cam? From underneath? Just messed up. Oh, this cookie. Look at this cookie. Okay, I don't think that's doing it justice. Oh, it's a nice cookie. But maybe I gotta tap you. Tap for more cookie. Having some difficulties over here. Oh, Sarah wants a cookie. I'm glad you're here to appreciate this. Cookie cam on my little cookie table. Oh no! Oh no. I think if I wasn't streaming, I would have like picked that chunk up and ate it. But I'm definitely not gonna do that. Cookie down. It was just like too soft.
Definitely conditions हो ही सकती है ना
but almost like too much cookie. Maybe I should have got the small one. Save it for later. Little cookie in a bag. Oh, nice. Now my backpack's gonna smell like cookies. That's a good problem. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go across the street over here and get a beverage. Keep on writing. Do some hood rat shit. Yeah, there's my sad cookie chunk on the floor. Rest in peace, cookie comrade. Oh, my bad, I'm about to move. Sorry about that. All the bikers come to the cookie spot. Didn't know it was the hot shit out here. Yayos.
John wants to move too. What's your suggestion? You best share.
This would be so like, how to say it? Like she was like still gonna be perfect.
Pull into water. Best way. What's up? Got any twisted teas for your boy? No?
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Come back?
No, thank you.
আচ্ছা আপনি ওই যে ফ্লাশিং এর হিন্দি গেছেন কেন 31 না 61 এইটা থেকে
না না এটা তো কম
হ্যাঁ কি অবস্থা ভাইয়া
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let me sip some of this water. Get it away. Whew. That's some cold ass water. Make your boy brain freeze. Whew. My brain's not working right now. Too cold. I'm such a bad streamer, dude. I just keep on fucking setting up this tripod and like picking it back up and like setting it back down. I don't want to hold this fucking camera, goddammit. You just like float and do what I want? Shit. But for real though. Yeah, I can ride on the bridge. I can chill over there. Okay. Now I'm back. Keith. No traffic out here. I might have to go to the left a little bit, actually, to hit the bridge. But, find out exactly. Looks like it's a straight shot to the bridge. Only marched over it like fucking 3 times. have to go around to get underneath it. But this is where there were a bunch of arrests. This is where that fucking cop Artem Trusayev works at. We wanted to get his ass fired because he pulled a gun on people protesting. But that dude works at this precinct. I think it's the 74th. Fuck them. Fuck them all day. Shit, I think I was supposed to make a right over there. Maybe I can do it on the next block. Here we go. Alright, well that's how you get on the bridge. How do you get under the bridge? You just gotta go around. Okay. Okay. This way. Yeah, someone was asking what they do with all the snow. This is what they do. They just fucking pile that shit up. Hopefully. Dead end over there. Cutty ass streets though. If I ever wanted to fuck around and find out, it would be around here. Way deeper than it looks. Bridge Street. Just sledding through over here. Yeah, before today, I have never ridden a bike in the snow or ice, so this is like a first. But I've like ridden bikes for like my whole life, so it's like, what the fuck? I've seen people ride in the snow. I know it's possible. But that's why it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Take off my fucking helmet and shit. I was all fucking caught up. inside out this whole time? Stupid. Can do that. Where the sweet spot is. I guess I'll go up a block and then come back if I need to. I have to come back anyways. Hey Shiloh, love you. Shout out to Shiloh 1, everybody. Excellent streamer. The best gossip channel on Twitch. Shiloh 1. The best Antifa gossip. Look at these fucking fancy ass waterfront Brooklyn Bridge pads though. Fuck out of here. Damn, they got like rave lights on their little metal detector. Oh, what is that? I don't even know what that is. They got like a fucking ticket booth inside their house. Secluded park out here. Well, I came to unseclude it. Oh, I see. There's two bridges. I'm under the Manhattan Bridge. I guess that's the Brooklyn Bridge over here. I don't know. Which one's more iconic? The Brooklyn one, right? Let's see if I can get there on this weird little path. But how many movies, like, where there's like that scene where they're like talking to like the news reporter or like the fucking FBI agent or some shit, and they're just like sitting underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, you know, over here? Like 10% of them. I'm supposed to go this far. I have to walk. Back tires losing traction out here. Okay, it's a beautiful place to walk. Maybe I will walk. Take a nice stroll. outlook right here. This looks like the spot. Where I will chill and drink my White Claw. Happy birthday to me. Over in the chat. You can celebrate too. It's like the carousel over here to the left. Set the camera up. Wonder. Thin blue line on Freedom Tower. I see you. Stupid ass fucking tower. Tugboat coming through. It's a ferry. Yeah, look how bright the water is. It's super reflective. Extra reflective because it's so dark. other angle underneath this bridge right here. Also kind of pretty. You can see like the waves a little bit. I don't know about, maybe in the summertime they do. There's fish in here. They have like 3 eyeballs and stuff. Maybe we can get a shot of the train going across the bridge, see the lights moving. Oh yeah, a little bit. Slowly. Slow creep. What is that? I think that's the A train? It goes to, is that the N? I think that's the N. N in the queue. We're still in Brooklyn. I mean, I guess like the Brooklyn Bridge is honestly just like 2 blocks next to me. It's not even that far looking at it. It's just like on the other side of this big ass building. We'll go check it out in a second. But no rush. This is like more like Batman-y, this bridge. If Batman is an adjective. For sure. That looked Gotham City, right? I swear, like, that's like half of the scenes in Batman. They're like underneath some bridge or some shit, right? Like, I swear, like, Gotham, like, the whole city is just underneath a bridge. Look at these cool little rocks. I just noticed this. This is our beach out here. Oh shit, I gotta zoom in so you guys can get the lighting effects. Brooklyn Beach. Fucking rocks covered in snow. Super nice air though. Fresh air. Oof. fish me for that were uninvited. Fucking creeped me out. But never dolphins, it sounds fun. I got stung by a jellyfish one time. I mean, only once, which is pretty... That sucked. Luckily, people in my family offered to take a piss on me. So, you know, I had people that cared. I'm not going to end the story at that. I didn't get peed on by my family. I took a shower and put some soap on it.